Hello, everyone. My name is Josh, and thanks for joining me today. Today, we're going to go over our Google Workspace webinar for May of 2022. Today's topic of choice is going to be a pretty fun one to me. It directly affects my engineering role here with Pythian, so this is a big deal to me. Today's agenda, we're going to cover how Google has recently released, I think it was May 12th. Anyway, within the last couple weeks, you are now able to set up SSO profiles for third-party providers. It is um, it is a huge change to the way Google is doing things on the security front. This slide here, let's back up 1 second. If you somewhere near the link that you click to get to me today will be two additional links, and those two additional links will be these two that are showing on the screen. The blog article that goes to the Workspace blog where you can read about this in detail. The next slide I actually pulled from this article. And then, of course, the knowledge base article for actually setting up these services. Why would you use this? So basically what it's saying here is now Google's letting you set up multiple profiles for various users in your organization. So back in the day, Google would allow you to have one SSO provider. You could also break off chunks. Here recently, you could break off OUs, and then so you could have, let's say, the core of your domain go through Okta or one login, and then like this smaller subset of users to be able to just use Google. So let's say you had um, a workforce with some contractors and you didn't want to they weren't really doing anything to need to go through one login, so you could branch them out this way. What this is saying is it's going to let you even get more granular, so you could connect Okta up to a certain group and one login to another group, and then use Google for another OU. It's allowing you to get a lot more granular, and why this is a huge deal to me personally in my engineering role here is that if you are doing mergers and acquisitions and you're merging a team into your team, and let's say they don't have let's say you're using Okta and they use one login, or vice versa, or let's say yeah, let's use that for an example. So now, rather than having to for the merger and acquisition, allowing for this allows for a lot more or a lot less work to be done before the merger and acquisition um, is completed. Google's got a couple tools to help with the merger part, but now you can configure both. You could have an OU for the teammates that you're moving in. You could have that OU report to their current contract with one login while keeping everyone else through Okta. And now you can eliminate that headache of having to negotiate contracts and things right away. You could actually keep both instances exactly the way they were, allowing you time to complete the migration and to come up with a change management plan, because the user experience is going to change. This is a game changer. This will really allow you to be more effective during the merger and acquisition. It will provide you more time to do other things, and it will also increase your user experience for those users that are being migrated in. It's hard enough, during a merger, it's hard enough to go through a merger. With everything else that's changing, this basically eliminates one of those things from having to be done right away. Um, I I would suggest it. If you have a testing domain, I would definitely suggest to you to fire up that testing domain, maybe start some trial editions, and test this feature out. It's going to be a pretty big deal. It's something that's Google's going to brag about. The cool thing is as you can see on this slide, it is pretty much available to everyone in the Google environment. A lot of times with these new security features, like Google will just allow it for Enterprise Plus only to kind of increase the need to, or the desire to upgrade to the top level SKU. In this case, they enabled it for everyone, which is great. There are a couple there, Workspace Essentials and personal Google accounts won't have access, but all in all, the largest percentage of our clients will have access to this. So it's there for you across the board. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to collaborationtraining@pythian.com. If you need support needs, feel free to reach out to collaborationsupport@pythian.com. And thank you very much for listening to me today, and have a wonderful week ahead.